The Midday Sports Report is here. Come on. Let's go. Let's grind for your mind. The Dallas Cowboys.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
The name is Law Nation. Let's go. The Q&A session is here. The projections. Who gonna get that knife? Who gonna get those scissors action, right? Who's gonna get cut, basically? Yeah. Let's go. What we tell him, Jerry? Yeah. Don't we all? Come on. Where my dogs at? Let me see some fire emojis in the chat. KD, I see you, fam. One of the notification swads. Swat up. Put down where you from. Without hesitations or deviations to the matter at hand, by the way. Come on, nation. Hey. Oh. Come on. Yeah. Shout out to you. I see you, Ja. Jay Worthy. I feel you, fam. Let's go. Shout out to all of the HBOs and the SGs that's in the house. Appreciate you. Let's help a brother out, by the way. Come on. Cuts are tomorrow. Yeah. Come on. Come on.
This is Sparta!
Yeah. Come on. Hey, ho, let's go. Yeah. Shout out to Shaniqua, Pookie, Ray Ray, Mama, I love you. Come on. They say, ain't no party like a cowboy party. Let's grind. Oh, really appreciate you guys. Oh, y'all are so beautiful. Y'all are some beautiful people today. Really, really appreciate you guys on this beautiful Monday. Turn me up some more. I can't stop that beat. Watch that beat. Boy, that beat. Don't that beat go hard. Appreciate each and every last one of you all for being part of this community, being part of this network, helping this thing grow, helping us get to the right places and things like that. Oh, my goodness, man. You guys are my family. You know, I can trust y'all. You know, I love y'all. Y'all know I can trust you. You know, and I believe family will always say it the right way, will always put things in the right perspective, will always say, hey, dog, you was wrong on that one, call you out, you know. Real family won't call you out, you know. So I come in here to tell you guys that not everybody is going to make this team, right? Not everybody is qualified to make this team. There will be some love lost, as casualties in war. But for the betterment of the team, we need to make it the right way, not a political way. We do, regardless of how you look at it. And newsflash, sometimes less is more as well. Shout out to Jeff Cav. Shout out to my dogs, Big Game James, Skywalker, Cowboy Fan Talk, as well as the community, Boss Cowboys, and everybody that do this type of content. Vach Lombardi, Okoye, Foots the King. We got a lot of people. Skywalker, I mean, my Cowboys family. We got a lot of people. We talk about this stuff day in and day out. Did I say Okoye? Shout out to Okoye. Shout out to Jay Lombardi. I see you in there too. Mark Anthony, appreciate you for jumping in. So in West Coast Cowboy as well, and anybody that put out content. Newsflash. We're not the ones that making the decisions. And 105.3 The Fan and 1310 The Ticket. Boy, I got a lot of people. I have a long laundry list of people. And even the detractors, the trolls, they are welcome too. That is what football is about, right? We don't create we don't create we create the content, but we don't create the roster. That's what Will McClay and Stephen Jones, that's what they do on a day in and day out basis. However, there will be less is more approach to certain players, and this is no love lost because we want what's best. Let me jump over to my Twitter. Yeah. Before we get into details, Colin Cowherd, he had something to say earlier. Let's
That's what Dallas is, and their defense hasn't gotten better. I know they have a new coordinator. I know they drafted a bunch of guys. Rookies are not going to make a difference in the NFL, especially the ones they drafted, other than Micah Parsons, who's really good.
All right, so if y'all could do me a favor, can you tell Cowherd to lean forward just a little bit? Yeah, about right there. Get out of here with that nonsense. If rookies don't make a difference, then nobody will be drafting them. They would say we'll get rid of all of our draft picks and then we'll just pick from the pie or pick from the bunch that's already made it to the NFL. But the thing is, with rookies, the thing is, collectively speaking, there are phases to it. In order to grade a draft, it normally takes 3 years to grade a draft. And that's not my philosophy. That's people who played the game, who been entrenched, drowned it into the game, live and bleed through the game. You can't grade a rookie class year one. But you can see the potentials. You can see that part of it. KD said, excuse my language. Yeah, appreciate you, KD. Yeah. So it takes time. It takes 3 years to accurately grade a draft. But sometimes, day one, you can see. There's Zach Wilson, that kid that's throwing the ball in Jets land. You can see day one, he got a lot of potentials, right? T-Law over there in Jacksonville Jaguars land. You know he's not a Bandinucci, right? You can see those things, right? So there are so many things. Parsons, now he did kind of circumvent it and sprinkle some of that on Parsons and said, well, he will probably make a difference, outside of everybody else. That's just circumventing it, right? However, we got to look at this picture and say, man, this Dallas Cowboys team, the way they went out there and grabbed the Parsons, the way they went out there and grabbed a Jabril Cox, impact player, somebody that you can see in the foreseeable future. And it's nothing to throw shade or salt at Jalen or LVE. Jalen cool. He got his paper, he got his bag, he got his coins. But LVE is on the outside sitting there like, hey, I know how the flavor is. A couple of years ago, everybody was on me. But now everybody done turned the corner, right? But it takes time. I've seen somebody in the comment just said, Kevin Joseph, blah, 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 blah. Around this time last season, because there were no preseason game. What if I told you, like Ripley's Believe It or Not, there was a gang of Cowboy fans. We did a horrible pick in Trayvon Diggs. We could have got this guy. We could have got that guy. And I was telling everybody, like I'm saying now, patience, wait. He get blown off on a play. Too aggressive. I told you, Law, he's trash. And all we have to do is go back to my earlier or my previous videos. That's why I keep the comments up. That's why I keep the comments up. Because you can't refuse the truth of what you said. You can't hide it. I don't take this down. That's why you go back and look at my videos. And you will see that people was dogging out Trayvon Diggs. And I was telling everybody, I said, give the brother a chance. Yeah. It takes time, Cowboy Nation. But everybody want players. They got this mentality, and this is not just for football, but for everything they do in life. Everybody got the fast food mentality. Everybody want their food just like this. Nobody, I can just probably poll 100 of people in this chat, and they don't know how to grow their own food. Don't know what it takes to live on a farm. Don't know how to milk a cow. I'm just blessed, I guess, because I grew up in the country. But if the world stopped like this, people in this chat don't know how long it would take for them to cultivate the land, to grow their own food and produce their own stuff. But everybody know how to get to Walmart or McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. Don't know how long you can live and survive without water. How long you can live and survive in a harsh climate or weather conditionings. Boy, we in a sad, sad world these days. Yeah. Don't know how to start a fire, but they know how to tweak. They know how to comment, but don't know the essentials to life. Boy, I'm preaching to you guys. I'm giving you guys more than football today, baby. It's sad. And the craziest thing, majority of them are guys, fellas, don't know how to change a flat. Oh, my goodness. Jeff Kavanaugh earlier, let me just move up right quick on this one. He lamented to West Coast and a few of the other guys that's in here. Watch him play. He's the fourth or fifth or best linebacker that this team have right now, and he's talking about Jalen Smith. People sometimes think that when somebody speak on a player that they're hating, but no. This is a good attribute to have somebody to come in to be that person that everybody don't have to depend on all the time, but some of the times. If you take Jalen Smith, for example, and what Coach Marv, when he called in the other day, he lamented this right here. Now we have depths. We have enough depths now that when it's time for you to play, you don't have to depend and put all of the weight and all of the pressure on Jalen Smith. We know his limitations. We know what he can and can't do. From a fan perspective, even on the football field, we can see with our natural eyes if teams are trying to attack on one individual. But now what Coach Marv said was so deep yesterday, he called in on the show. He said now teams are going to have to respect the scheme. They got to attack the scheme. They can't attack the players. That goes a long way and not a short way. Goes a long way. Because last year we saw when teams wanted to get a few yards and pass, they said, let's do the isolation. ISO, basically, in football terminology. So now, all of a sudden, you don't have to really pinpoint on one player. Now you got to say, okay, what is best for the scheme? How can we attack the scheme? And now we got a player like a Jabril Cox or a player like a Parsons that defeats the notion that you're going to try to attack on the individuals. Now you got situations like you add in a Keanu O'Neal. Oh, my goodness, you add in the fact that you got an LVE. Newsflash. You don't have to depend on LVE. You don't have to be Jalen Smith and LVE. But you can still utilize them. Skill sets. Primetime Phil, appreciate you. He said Jalen has to be coached into the play. He has to be placed into a position to make plays instead of reacting with instincts. Amen. Primetime Phil, good. and I would tell people all the time, Shaquille O'Neal, wonderful player, Hall of Famer, basketball, by the way. But if you look at him, you say, okay, I'll put you in a situation where you can win, not on the perimeter. Kevin Durant, just as tall as most of the players that's in the league, but he's a perimeter guy. We're going to utilize your skill set. We're going to create openings for you to be on the perimeter. Oh, by the way, it's a mismatch for those who trying to cover you on the outside. Now you can squeeze back inside. But dog it, you won't look at this situation and say, okay, Steph Curry, I'm going to put you down low in the post. No, that's not his strength. And that's all I've been saying for those who with Jalen Smith. His strength is not coverage. Why? Oh, switch and change of direction. Does that sully or denigrates his character? No. But let coaching be wise enough to put him where he can win. Close to the LOS, blitz off the edge. Hey, let's just react in these type of situations. It's read, react, explode. Those are the 2 R's with the E. Osa is such a bright spot. Yeah. External, I think that's how you say your name. External. He's such a bright spot, Cowboy Nation. He's such a bright spot. I want to do it this time. Listen in to 105. They did their Stars Up, Stars Down communication podcast, and I want you guys to listen to what they had to say, and then we'll keep it going from here.
For Tony Pollard, he had a nice run on that very same drive where he ended up catching the touchdown pass. 5 for 20 on the ground, and Tony Pollard had 2 for 16 along with the TD, as Cooper Rush looked like the only other capable offensive player of the entire evening, because that was bad. Where are all the Garrett Gilbert lovers from last week? Because that's all we heard. We're like, okay, Garrett Gilbert was fine, but it was like, what are you guys watching? You want him over Josh Rosen. Forget about Blake Bortles. Don't bring in anyone else, as Garrett Gilbert falls down on the second play of the game. And then La'el Collins kind of got beat around the right side with the sack fumble that gave the Texans the ball. Really ugly performance and start for the offense yet again. And Mike McCarthy at halftime, he was either really, really disappointed or half asleep, because his interview during halftime, it was like, hello, coach. Got a game, brother. You up for this one? Do you know you're sitting here in front of a few thousand people at AT&T? But he was very disappointed in the offense.
All right, so the situation with backup quarterbacks, it have to be planned out. It had to be planned out. It's one of those things where one can argue and say, well, the Cowboys just don't do a wonderful job in planning for the backup quarterback and doing their research on the backup quarterback. And that's a hard angle to take into approach, because we're not in those meeting rooms. We don't know who's banging on the table saying, hey, the Nooch suck. But the other person's banging on the table, you need time to develop. I want to bring in Cooper Rush. I think that he can do it. Garrett Gilbert is better. That could be the mindset of what's going on in the meetings behind closed doors. That could be exactly what's going on. And there could be somebody said, hey, without Dak Prescott, hey, we ain't going to win it anyway. So let's go into tank mode so we can pick up the next Zach Wilsons or the Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, Trevor Law, It could be somebody. All of those angles are going in. So it could be Dak Prescott or bust. That could be their philosophy. Or it could be, hey, we really like Cooper Rush, or we really like the Ben DiNucci, or we really like what we seen from the Gary Gilbert. Let's give those boys a chance in the time. That could all be going on right now. And from a fan perspective, we look at it like we already know who's Ben DiNucci is. We already know who's Gary Gilbert and Cooper Rush. Can you please shake the tree with somebody else? Bring in Tyrod Taylor, who was available this offseason, or Teddy Bridgewater, or what have you. We can't go through what we went through last season. But it's pressure, and I'm glad that I'm not in that room. I'm glad I'm not. But I believe, and I could be 1,000,000% wrong, that I believe that they might still hold on to all three of those backup quarterbacks and fight it out on this last preseason game. It could be their situation. And they probably don't want to bring in anybody else. I looked at this list earlier, cut down from the NFL players tracker. Y'all see it right here. It's going to be on the 24th of August. They're going to cut down to 80. Then they do a massive cut on the 31st. So that's when a lot of people get to scrambling. But let me scroll all the way down. Confidence with coaches, they tend to have the tendencies to lean on who they know. For example, the New York Giants. Y'all see that on your list right here? I'm going to copy this right quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to send this over to you all so that you guys can have the same thing I'm seeing. All right, so you see the Giants, Clayton Thorson, Alfred Morris, right? Those two guys right there. Why are they on that team? Oh, familiarity, right? Oh, Jason Garrett. I think that he had a situation with Clayton Thorson. He's the offensive coordinator there. Bring him in because he's comfortable with him. Oh, Alfred Morris. The reason why they cut him, okay, because of confidence that he knew Alfred Morris. On that list, they should have put Joe Looney on there. But I want people to look at it not just for the simple fact that they cut Clayton Thorson and he's available, or what have you, or Alfred Morris and he's available, but for the coaching. Coaches do this because they are comfortable with certain players. And that's the Giants. I'm glad we don't have those Giants problems, but you guys get what I'm saying. And that's just how this thing shakes. So we look through this list, there should be somebody that maybe you probably say to yourself, I'll bring him in for a cup of coffee. Look, the Saints, they already had in mind. They cut 10 people, I believe, first wave. They already made sure that we want to focus in on who we need to focus in that's going to be on this team. And then I'm quite sure that around, with the 53-man roster come around, they'll cut some more people. They got to. So there'll be a lot of people that's available. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they cut some people, right? More than 5 their first wave. Because they're trying to figure out their roster. This is all chess but not checkers. This is all chess but not checkers.
How could you not be? That was awful.
They got some starters playing too.
That was crazy.
That was a star up.
Star down.
Take it.
Star down to Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb and the offensive line actually being out there and playing in this game. What the hell are you doing? What's the matter with you?
Football players play football
during football season.
Yeah, football.
I know, Tony. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I mean, if you're going to have those guys play, then why is Dak not playing?
Shout out to you, Miss Guy.
Like, seriously.
Well, those guys are healthy.
No, I understand that. But, like, you're going to have them play with a quarterback they're not even going to play with in the regular season? It makes no sense. To me, it doesn't.
Well, all right, so a lot of times, even though your quarterback is not playing, some of the concepts of your route, you got to get out there and you got to get it one way or another. And Amari Cooper, the thing that people fail to realize, the brother got to get hit too. You got to get hit, so that's why these guys are playing, regardless of whether or not the quarterback is there or not. You got to get hit. That's the name of the game. I refuse to see a player to roll out there week one and that's their first time getting hit. It's a mindset to it as well. It's a route concept to see whether or not where you're going to be at off your release points as a wide receiver. Especially, you want to make sure that jab is there before you can get up out of it. So your stance. So you make sure you're not sitting too high. You got to get a certain level. And all of that muscle memory is better when you got somebody, the opposing team, is trying to get at your neck because they're trying to make the team. So it was good. There was necessary reps for that. Necessary reps. Because now CeeDee Lamb said, okay, yeah, on that comeback, I feel you. I'll be ready. Oh, excuse me for anybody to sully or denigrate La'el Collins. Keep in mind, he himself didn't play all last year. So it's necessary for him to get his butt whooped. It's necessary. Yeah, he looked. What people got to understand with preseason is that, yeah, it's three folds to it. What the player individually want to do, what coaches are seeing, and what the opposition is saying, okay, what we're trying to take away previously from your last time we saw you out there on the film, from the film perspective. There's three folds to that. Now, La'el Collins getting beat in preseason is a wonderful job. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Because if I'm the offensive line coach, now I got content that I can reach out to him and say, hey, see that kick slide? Imagine you giving up that week one against JPP. That's 4 back there. What the hell are you doing? You see how this go now? But see, what people want in preseason, they want La'el Collins to be spotless, without a blemish. They want La'el Collins to just dominate his side. No, it don't work that way. The brother have not played football in a full year. Coaches are still bending that tree. Old folks say it's easy to bend a tree while it's young. But when that tree get old and stuck in his way, you try to bend it, the first thing it do is breaks. So it's important. La'el Collins is still in a bendable state. So the coach can now say, hey, what I told you last week, if you're not getting into the right position, if you don't have that good knee bend, then that could happen. Now you listen. Some people don't believe fire is hot, believe it or not, until they touch it. Fire is hot. But I can tell them all day, hey, man, fire hot, man, fire hot, fire hot. They can go back and forth. That blue, man, is cool. No, that blue, man, is hotter than the fire, than the actual orange part. No, that blue is cool. And then they touch it, yeah! If you think I'm lying, let me know if you have some kids. And you tell them, nah, don't do this. No, don't do this. Don't do that. No, put that down. I digress.
Isn't the sense, go out there and play a series together in real live action versus this half-ass, look.
It's patty cake. I get it. I know. I get what you're saying. But it's like
should Luka not ever play in the NBA preseason?
Well, you got more games in the NBA.
Well, I think it's because they play a lot more, right? They'll play more than like a series or two.
Facts.
But I mean, yeah, I would just why waste them? I wouldn't.
The starting five played 3 series. We also got Randy Gregory, had Amari out there, had Malik Hooker out there as well. So I put star up because it made it more entertaining to watch. Otherwise, brutal game. But you're going star down with it. Tony Pollard, star up. And, Cooper Rush. Really the only star up that you could give. And now Babe Laufenberg says the backup QB spot is wide open yet again.
Noah Brown had a decent outing in this one. So there were a couple of guys, not many, a couple on the offense that were okay.
This is irritating because we all know that person in the building at your office who gets more chances than others, and they get preferential treatment. Who's that?
Bassick.
But Bassick, he can justify that he's worth it when baseball season is around.
Put on a freaking mask.
For his baseball nuggets. Troy, unfortunately, has poisoned my mind whenever Nucci is playing because of the McCarthy connection. And
Hey, guys. I get it. Favor is not fair. Some people have love and adulations towards players, and they give multiple chances. They do. That's just how it goes.
And that's all Troy's been talking about, that they knew each other from youth basketball or something like that.
Troy!
A rec league. And that is making me hate Ben DiNucci while watching him play. And it's making me hate DiNucci in Hard Knocks and hate him when he's messing around in the film session and even when he's playing chess against Micah Parsons. But this has to end. 3 interceptions. He threw the pick 6. Listen to Laufenberg just try to be nice on the TV broadcast was hilarious. That pick 6 tied the game at 14. He had an interception on the 45, down 3 with 5 minutes left, so that was a killer. And then the third interception ended it. Just stop. And Mike McCarthy after the game was like, yeah, we got a little bit more time to figure out number 2, and we're going to need it. And it's kind of like, yo, Mike, we know this might be your boy, but now you're now you're really going out of your way to try to make him stand out. I would just have Cooper Rush and Gilbert play next week, first half, second half, however you want to divide it, but don't even put Ben on the field anymore.
No, I mean, try to practice squad him if you want to. If you think he's got, in 5 years from now, he's got some wonderful. But he ain't got nothing right now. He can't. I still am waiting for this guy to throw a ball that's actually overhand.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
His big completion was sidearm. Or the big completion got called back, but he threw that straight sidearm to the right.
The thing is, it's gonna take about that time, about 4 or 5 years, and I don't think that most of us have that amount of patience. We talk about patience, but good grief, in this modern day time, it's understandable on that one. Even like I said, opening up with the fast food mentality. But there are some things that you don't have to wait for forever. Now, come on, let's be realistic with this. And favor is not fair. Some people are favored and some people are not. But you can't sully the people that's blessed, right? You can't look at Floyd Mayweather kids and say, the reason why you got money is because your daddy, they millionaires or billionaires at this point. No fault at them for being born by, or because Floyd Mayweather is his father, what have you, or their father, what have you. So that's just how life is. But it's up to the individuals that's fighting and clawing to get up there, to earn their ground, right? Let me read some comments. The phone line is open, by the way. So here's the phone line for your mind. The number is 657-390-7391. That's the number. It's at the top of your screen. Here's what we're going to do with the phone line, Cowboy Nation. You got 2 minutes. The first caller, I'm going to give you more than 2 minutes, but everybody else, you got 2 minutes to spit your mind, and this is going to be the ticker. It's going to be right here. And then when that expires, we will say turnovers on down. It's 2 minute drill. So that's the phone line for your mind. Appreciate you. No cap. Shout out to you, James. Appreciate you. Favorite make a lose game. Yeah. Favorite make us lose games. You're right. This is how it goes, unfortunately. And we got the DMV in the house. You're live. What's good? Talk to me, DMV. 240. Going once, twice. Call back, man. Call back. All right, so you guys call in. Be sure to mute whatever you have in the background. Turn your YouTube off, and we'll get right into it. All right, 202, you're live. What's good?
And we'll get right into it.
Get with it. 202, you're live.
We get right into it.
Man, come on, man. Y'all, it's Monday. Come on. 954. You live.
Hi. So
Hey.
I was just listening in. And I didn't know that Teddy Bridgewater was available. But if he is available, I think the Cowboys should just go ahead and take him simply because him and Amari played in high school together, so they have chemistry. He played for the Saints and carried them 5 straight wins when Drew Brees was out, so he can stand the pressure. They should just go ahead and take Teddy if they want to win this championship.
Well, here's the situation. He was available, but now he's not available. He signed with I want to say the Broncos. So he'll be a guy that's off the market. I think that when I was saying that was when he was, out there on the market, but he's no longer available. You know how good things don't stay on the market long, and that was one of those situations. That's just how it goes.
Oh, boy. So now we're just stuck with Cooper Rush.
Well, Cooper Rush got to show us something this weekend too. He got to see Cooper Rush. He got to have back-to-back games. You can't just have 10 for 12, 97 yards and 2 tubs in one game and say, okay, now he's the savior. He got to show us something this next game too.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised at this point if they bring back Andy Dalton, even though he signed with somebody.
Right.
This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Most certainly.
But that's all I wanted to say.
Appreciate you so much. What's your name?
Chelsea.
All right, I got you saved and locked in. Appreciate you for calling in. Good call from Chelsea. Now that's how you call it, right? Right. So first caller get free range, unlimited time, and now I'm gonna check back with my guy DMV. What's good? You live 240. Come on, fam. 828. I think that's 828. You live. Hello. You live, fam. What's good?
Did you say 828?
Yeah, you live. Yes, you live.
Hey, man.
Q&A session has started.
All right, you good. Go ahead. Go with it. You live.
Hey, man. Your show's great.
Appreciate you so much, man. What you got for the show, man?
Yeah, what I got is they need to get Cox and Parsons on the field. Cox is a tight end killer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's looking better every single week.
Yeah, I mean, I like his college tape, especially when you look at his LSU tape. You can see that he's more of a guy that can cover. His Dakota tape, you can see that he's more of a guy that can play downhill. But I think that he got good hips. He can redirect, and he's long. He's 6'3.5", close to 6'4". Got good size on him.
Yeah, that's why they have to have him on the field. Take Gronk away from Brady.
Shoot. Yeah, I think that week one they're going to roll with Keanu O'Neal covering the tight end, and because he used to play safety the previous year, so I think that week one they have Neal as that tight end killer, supposed to be that tight end killer, quote unquote, and then the next rotation will be LVE on the tight end, and if not, then of course Cox will see some playing time out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough game, but I think they can take him.
Oh, hey, the good thing about it is that, Tom Brady, if he can't roll out like any of those elusive type of quarterbacks, he's going to have some problems dealing with those boys blitzing and these sorts of things.
Yep. Osa and coming up the middle and D-Law on one side and Randy on the other side.
Yeah,
it's going to be rough.
No doubt.
It's going to be rough for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Shoot, me too, man. I can't wait to see all of this play out as far as our defense on the defensive side of the coin.
No, I can't wait either, man. I'm just chomping at the bit to see it.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, though. Good call from the 828, man. All right, we're going to try DMV again, man. You're live, 240.
Hey, Locke, you hear me?
Yeah, man. I got you, man.
Yeah, I'm using my PC
Oh.
to make. I'm using my normal mic, so I think something was messed up with my settings, but my fault.
No worries, man. No worries.
I know you run a tight ship around here.
I'm trying now, man. I'm trying to condense it a little bit and give everybody a fair shot at it. You know how it goes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just want to make the point about the quarterback situation. I think we compare our quarterbacks to what Dak brings us a lot, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize that our playbook is limited because we really haven't installed, like, we have West Coast concepts in our playbook now, but I think we're just running a basic offense that it's nothing really, like, we don't have really that much plays, like pick plays with our wide receivers out of bunch and stuff, or like rub routes to like get our players open right now. I think we're just running, like, we're trying to. I could tell that our playbook isn't what it's going to be in the regular season, or like we're not running the plays that we run with Dak.
No, we're not. And you brought out a good point. Not a lot of rub routes and not a lot of crosses or drags. Most of the offense looks like vertical concept with motion on the beginning of part of it. So, yeah, I still see variations of Scott Linehan / Garrett offense.
Yes, especially like in our red zone package, where like, I think you mentioned it in your film session the other day when you went to the Star.
Mm-hmm.
You said, and it was this red zone play, and it had like three like comeback routes right in the middle of the field, and none of them got to the end zone. And you were like, I don't like to see that out of them because it really made the play with all you have to do is, we know that like how Linehan had, like, our curl routes were so predictable. It kind of gave that feeling in the red zone.
It did, and and no shot at Kellen Moore. You're only gonna learn what your previous teacher taught you and sprinkle some of your mixed designs in there, and that's what we are seeing. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And for my last point, I just want to, I'm excited to see the defense too, week one. I really like Kelvin Joseph. I like our fast corners. I like it that he's a fast corner. I really enjoy fast corners. Like, Denzel Ward is my favorite corner in the NFL right now, just because he has that get back speed to like the recover. And I really see it, like, I see that in Kelvin Joseph a lot. And I feel like if you have you can't teach talent, but you could teach technique. And he has the talent that a lot of our corners, per se, like Jordan Lewis isn't as tall as him. Anthony Brown is as fast as him, I think, but I don't think he's not the build that he is. I just really like how he's like the all-around package that we get, and I don't think people should like fault him for the plays that he does give up, because obviously growing pains, you know.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. DMV George, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Good caller, man. A long-time listener to the show. Really appreciate him. We have next, man. I love it. This thing is going the way I thought it would go. The 202, you're live.
What's up, Lord? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing pretty well, man. Beautiful day. It's Monday, cut day, the day before cut day. Who are the 5 people that you think that's going to get cut by tomorrow?
Okay, DiNucci is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Brown should be number 2.
Okay.
The guy Guilford, 57, he can't tackle. That's number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I know it get hard right now.
Yeah, man. A couple of them second string old linemen, man, they could go.
Eric Smith, I think that he probably be one of them. Josh Ball, they might put injury IR cut situation with that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that would be my 4 in the possible. We playing Spady.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what, this is what I'm gonna do. Instead of putting 5 on people, man, I'm gonna just say, man, who's your 3 guys that are gonna get cut by tomorrow? This is what I'm gonna do. But man, what you got for the show?
Can this DiNucci movie finally be over? Can we send it to DVD? I'm tired of watching that, man.
Oh, my
I'm tired of watching. I'm really tired of watching that.
Yeah.
And let's see. I like what the defense is as far as the combinations that Dan Quinn is putting together.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like I'm gonna take an old hustler's mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the kitchen cooking up,
Mm-hmm.
and I like that because you see the different packages that he put on the field.
Right.
Some work better than others,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we on the right track to having a top 10 defense in the NFL this year. I really believe that.
Yeah, man,
I really
I'm
believe
I'm following right behind you on that. As far as the Danucci cut or what have you, if they don't cut him tomorrow, then we know exactly where Mike McCarthy stands with him. He want to give his son another shot at it, and if they don't cut him by tomorrow, we will know. We will know where his mindset is.
Right.
Collectively, I'm talking about across the board. By the way, we know how he, we know how he operate.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, the one thing I can't wait to see our offense, our total starters on the field at one time, rocking and rolling, hitting and holding.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, man.
I appreciate you allowing me to call. And again, this Coach Dave from Washington, D.C., baby.
Yeah, Coach Dave, appreciate you, Coach. Have a good one, man. Peace.
All day, you be blessed.
Amen to that. Shout out to Coach Dave from the Washington, D.C. All right, let me see what. Boy, we got some callers in here now. Boy, the list is longer than Shaq feet. I really appreciate you guys. So we're going to pick up a call from, let's see here, the 937, and then we'll pick up my dog from the 732 next. So hold on tight for me, man. 937, what you got for it?
Yes, sir. What's up, Law?
Nothing to it. It's your world. It's your world. What you got?
So let me talk about this. Like I know as Dallas fans, we always got our favorites or whatnot. Like I know how CD Lamb is doing his thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, we know Coop. So, but we really take for granted. We really sleep on Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup. Oh yeah. Shoot, yeah. Collectively
I feel like
speaking,
we sleep
yeah.
on Michael Gallup. It's just we moving him around this year, right? We moving him inside the slot a little more. Like, we're not going to just see those deep balls all the time. Like, he's going to actually be in there cutting it up a little bit so we can actually see. It'll open up more targets for him this year. So, and if you look at on our receivers on the team, he's targeted the less.
Right.
But, like, he get the most production out of his targets by, like, yards per carry and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, man, we sleeping on Michael Gallup this year, man. But I feel like by the end of the year, we'll love him again. Everybody gonna be like, "Oh, franchise tag him," or do what you gotta do to keep him. But hey, watch Michael Gallup this year for the outbreak.
Oh yeah, man. I think Gallup gonna get there. What'd you say?
Oh, I didn't know he was finishing, but yeah, Gallup, man, stay woke on Gallup. And on the defense, hey, Michael Parsons got me feeling good. I will say that Michael Parsons got me feeling. He shed more light on the defense. I feel like everybody's playing better around just our linebacker core in general. But I'm just ready for week one, man. We got to go into Tampa Bay on our A game. That's why I hope we get Dak in here at least next week to practice. Now, he ain't got to play in the game, but just at least get him in there with the first team and get the guys, get the routes and get his connection right with Gallup. Gallup is guy. That's why I was saying that. Like,
yeah.
Dak can step in the office now. He got the money. He can step in the office when he wants. Like, hey, Jared. Gallup, my guy, like, he got drafted here with me. Let's do what we got to do to keep him. I talk to him. You know how that goes, man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in from the 937, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
He get one of those because we can't sleep on Gallup. But the good thing about this is that I got something else that you guys can't sleep on. He wears number 1 on his chest. That's Cedric Wilson, man. Oh, it's a good problem to have, Cowboy Nation. I can see 4 wides now, and on top of that, when we line up empty and you see that 4 on 4 wides, they're going to have to play honest. Load up the box. I don't care. Load them up. And I know running the ball is a thing that we want to do, Cowboy Nation. But let's not forget about the fact that Tampa Bay Buccaneers last season was number 2 or number 1, respectfully, against the run. So we can't just say, okay, walk in here with this mentality that's the old school mentality. Line them up, lace them up, my strength versus your strength. No. Because I'm quite sure we can get them up out of that run D. And now we force them to play our game, not them forcing us to play their game. Because that's what they want you to do. They want you to run it. But no. This is the Dallas Cowboys, baby. It's our way now. And if we want to eat by air, then we'll eat by air. If we want to eat by land, then dog it, we eat by land. But that got to be the mindset. Let me bring in my dog over here. Kev, man, you're live from the 732.
Hey, what's going on, Law Nation?
Nah, it's your world, man. Everything good over here, man. What you got for everything and everything? Oh, before you start, who's your 3? Who's your 3 that you going to cut?
3 that I got to cut?
Yeah.
Definitely Ben DiNucci, he got to go.
Got to go.
I mean, I really want to get rid of every backup because they're all crap in my book, and they're there every year. So I already knew what to expect with Cooper Rush. He's always there. We saw Ben DiNucci last year, and it's none of them impressive. Nothing. Nothing impressive about him.
Okay.
After that, I'd say I think I would get rid of what's his name? Probably what is that man's name? That Terrence Steele, that offensive lineman. I would definitely get rid of him.
Yeah.
And probably because I want to keep that rookie that we got at safety this year and get rid of that safety that we brought over from Atlanta because I just don't feel like we need it.
DeMonte KZ over Israel Mukamu?
No, not KZ. What's the other guy? Curse or?
Oh, J-Ron Curse? Over
the one not the one that's playing outside linebacker, but the one that they brought over as a strong safety from Atlanta too, because they brought over, I believe, 3 of them.
No, not just.
They brought over the outside linebacker.
I just know I ain't finna say the name. I just know you. I just know. Oh no. I know you ain't finna say that. You talking about the dude that wear number 42?
Which one?
Hey, come on, Kev. You got me on the seat now, man.
Not KZ.
Not KZ, but I ain't finna say his name. I
think his name is Curse.
Oh, you must be talking about J-Ron Curse. Because I'm about to say, because the other guy you talking about is Keanu Neal,
No, I'm not talking about Keanu Neal. No, Curse.
Whew. I was about to say, man, I'm about to hang up on you, bro.
Crazy now. Oh, no, I ain't crazy now. I didn't lose my mind. I just think the other guy, I mean, he's a good camp body, but I think he may be stealing reps from some other talent that we already got. I think we have who we want starting and who we need for those positions. I think as far as the secondary-wise, I think we're solid.
But you do know that they got Curse coming in right after Donovan Wilson, right? And then it's Darian Thompson. So you mean to tell me you'd rather have Darian Thompson over Curse?
No, I'd rather have that young boy out there.
Easy.
I mean, Darian Thompson, he comes and makes some play, but it's always against, second tier, third tier, second, third string. So, like I said, I don't want to get excited about these same players that are always on our roster.
Right.
That we get excited for, that make little splashes here and there every preseason. We're never going to see them when the real season comes.
Yeah.
So I don't even get excited about them no more. Not Cedric Wilson, where he shows flashes because he is a good route runner. I'll give him that, but he can't play on the outside.
Yeah, he's a slot guy, and he improved on the outside. Like you said, you just want to just say, man, forget it. Let me just go ahead and groom Simi Fehoko or somebody that's new that we picked up in the draft. I see your philosophy on that.
It's good that we always look for, for now, but eventually we got to be a little bit, instead of being so more reactive, we got to get a little bit more proactive. Why not still have a successful season
and tuck a little something to prepare us for the next season ahead. I mean, we should only get better every year, not every year walk into the same season with every single concern because we're still holding on to old trash.
No doubt, man.
Overpaying guys
No doubt.
that
No
we
doubt.
should have paid.
Appreciate you, man, for calling in, bro. Thank you so much.
And to be the play devil's advocate, I say we pound that ball. Our quarterback situation is what it is.
Yeah.
Pound that ball and manage the game. That's it.
No doubt, man. Good call from a dog, man, from the 732. Now we got Grand Prairie over here, man. 469. What's on your mind? Talk to me.
Oh, what up, Law?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, man. You right down the street, man. What's good, man? What you got for the show? Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Well,
Who's your first three? Who's your first three you cut by tomorrow? You the GM. You the GM today.
Let me get. Gotta get the Nooch up out of there. Give me
Okay.
the Nooch. That's easy. That's easy picking right there.
Mm-hmm.
Next, man, go ahead and get that Darian Thompson up out of here, man.
Darian Thompson gone. Okay.
Yeah, it's been real, man. I appreciate it. After that, man, I'm sorry, man, but Armstrong, man, you had a good week last week, but I mean that was just last week. Well, the rest 3 years you ain't did nothing, man.
Oh my goodness. So, DA, you know good and well. I know you're the GM, but you know Jerry Salt Shaker Jones won't get rid of his guy. You know, last year he was banging on the table for him. You know, he was the bright spot.
If we're gonna keep Armstrong, man, then I'm gonna need man, I guess one of these offensive tackles, man, who ain't cutting it. Probably this old guy we just got, man, who got some bad knees out there.
Oh yeah, the Patrick Ewing knees, Titus Sucky.
Gotta get out of there, man.
Yeah, you got to get him up out of here, man. What you got for this episode? What you got for it?
All right, so let me see. That was gonna be my whole thing right there, offensive tackle, swing. I know we talking about the backup quarterback and all that, but what's really gonna happen that we already know. We know one of them offensive tackles gonna go down, man. I mean, it's gonna be, it's just always happening. So we ain't got no offensive tackle, no swing tackle right now. What we gonna do there? I think we either gotta go some clearance shopping like we already did, or or something with the same people we had last year. Right now, it ain't looking good though.
Yeah. Yeah, Brandon Knight, man, he's hot and cold, and even Connor McGovern, it's hard to evaluate him when you throw him out there and he got nothing but, hey, I got to pay attention to my right or my left. It's a crazy situation when you trying to evaluate offensive tackles. I just look at it like this. I just think Josh Ball, he's going to go to IR reserve or what have you. Eric Smith, I think that if you're going to sing a kumbaya to him, and I think that they probably keep Isaac, the number 60 guy. He showcased some good promises to us. So I think that he will be that guy that they should reserve room for at the table.
I think that's probably what he wants as of right now. Is swing tackle. I know we talking about backup quarterback, but what's definitely going to happen is 77 go down, man. So that should be priority number one.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you so much, man, for calling in from Grand Prairie, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Salute, bro. Good caller, man. Boy, we got some people in here, but let me get this 808. I know that's a long distance call right there. You live. What you got for the show?
Hey, aloha, Law. It's Young.
Young, man. What's good, man? How you living?
I'm living all right, man. Just recuperating from back surgery. It's been great listening to you and keeping me abreast with the Dallas Cowboys. On subject, the three guys I'd release, Thompson,
okay,
Armstrong, defensive line, and Anthony Brown.
Anthony A.B. Okay.
Can I say something about Anthony Brown? I can't stand him being on the defense. It just seems like every time the other offensive coordinators seem to see him and put him in the same category as Jalen Smith, where he's got weaknesses and we're just going to use those two guys to just move the ball right down the field. I mean, he does flash here and there, but every time I see him, he's always slapping his hand saying, shit, I almost had that.
Facts.
And tired of seeing that.
Yeah, that.
I think we got younger players. We got some dogs out there. I mean, they're gonna make mistakes, but hell, I'd rather see the mistakes done 110% than, I'm a vet.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try what I can. We already know his top side, so why are we spending all this money on him?
Facts.
I know it ain't much, but
yeah.
And last thing I wanted to say is, man, keep up the great work. You're doing a great job, man. Appreciate all the work you do for us, and when you come in October, I got you.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, Young.
Thank you, brother. Have a good day.
You as well. Good call, man. Long time supporter of the channel, and always bringing and delivering the good stuff over here. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of people that's waiting over here. Like I said, it's longer than Shaq feet. But let me take care of a person that we all know. 100, he keep it 100. 100, you live.
What's good, my boy?
Nothing to it, fam. What you got for the show? Oh, no. Who's your 3? Then after you give your 3, then I'm gonna kick the clock on. Who's your 3, man? Who's your 3?
Look, man, parents still got to get out the paint. AB got to get out the paint, and you think we're gonna go long at tight end?
Eubanks and Artavius Land, right? Did they already give it to Artavius Land? Eubanks.
We think we're gonna keep 3.
We're gonna keep Sprinkles, Jarwin, and Schultz. Yeah, so those are the 3 we're gonna keep.
Yeah. Yeah, one of them gotta get out the paint, man. That's those are my 3 right there, man. And I just think that our offense is going to help out our defense a lot and keep them fresh, because these offensive coordinators ain't gonna know what to do. If you play man, you're gonna get torched. Like you said, our wide receivers are deep this year. Deep.
Yeah.
You think it's just Michael Gallup and Lamb and Coop? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, our offense is pretty much gonna be able. We can play a lot. We can play them. We can throw the ball 40, 50 times, or we can run the ball. We can do both.
Yeah.
What you want to do? We can beat you in any way, and that's gonna help our defense, keep our defense fresh.
Right.
And that's when they play good. When they fresh, these guys want to go attack the ball, run. I can't wait for the regular season, man. I really can't wait for the regular season.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna prove a lot of people wrong, because a lot of people are sleeping. And what Cowherd had to say today, come on, man, stop reaching for clicks, man. That pissed me off, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Can't no rookies come in and play good in the NFL? You've been watching the NFL for 30, 40 years. When you got the nerve to come out with a statement like that when it comes to the reason why he said that, because he was talking about the Cowboys. That's
Facts.
why he said that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody is talking about. Remember the tight end everybody wanted us to get? I'm hearing he's looking terrible. Nobody's talking about that. I haven't heard his name yet.
Yeah.
I haven't heard his name. Nobody's talking about these other big picks that's in the league. They can't bust a grape. Nobody's talking about none of them. Everybody's talking about how Dak ain't playing in the preseason. Daniel Jones ain't play a game. Jalen Hurts ain't play a game.
My dog, 100. He keeping it 100 with y'all, man. They ain't talking about that, man.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
You want to talk about Dak hurt shoulder, which ain't even a hurt shoulder. He ain't even hurt. That's all you want to talk about. Look at all these other injuries that's happened in the league. Ain't nobody talking about it.
Man, my goodness, 100.
Nobody's talking about it.
Man.
They didn't even mention what's old dude from Philly that moved? I forgot his name. He out of the vision, so I don't even care no more. You know what I'm saying?
Carson Wentz. Yeah,
there you go. They ain't even talk when he had his injury. They ain't talk about it nearly as much as they talk about that.
Appreciate you 100 grand, man. Hey, tell everybody where to find you at, man. Tell everybody what you're doing.
Man,
tell everybody what you're doing.
You guys need graphics, man. Holler at me. Graphics Zone HD on Instagram and on Twitter. Holler at me, man. Holler at me. Or you could just hit up Law Nation. He'll tell you where to go.
There we go, man.
This is Sparta! Let me get back to my workout, Lord. Let me get back to the workout.
Yeah, that's my dog right there, man. Come on, that thing keep going up on my dog. Yeah, Sparta! 100, man. Hey, the guy hold it down like 5 million pounds. Hey, that's what we like to see. Is this Bobby Womack cousin? Who we got over here? 757. Who this is, man? Who we got?
What's going on, Long Nation?
What's good with you? I see Womack as your name, but what's your name now? What's your name under here? Maybe I saved it as the wrong name. Who?
Steve-O.
Steve-O, what's good, man? What you got for the show, man?
Man, we got to get rid of the B, and Kellen Moore.
Okay,
Anthony Brown, Noah Brown, and Kellen Moore got to go.
You said the offensive coordinator, you going to get rid of him, huh?
Listen what I'm telling you, Lo.
Uh-huh.
He's too predictable.
Okay.
You can't be predictable. First down, you're going to run the ball. And if Dak ain't good on third down, we punt. So when Dak got his highest completion rate, his third down percentage rate was good. But you can't open the game up just running the ball on first down, being predictable, the same old offense that you keep calling. I think we got to, like you say, you got to pass the run. Back in the day, we used to have to run the pass.
Right.
Now we got to pass the run.
Look, man, my thing is with Kellen Moore, he's under contract for 3 more years. I'm thinking that he's groomed to be the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, by the way. Jerry Jones loved what he see out of the young Kellen Moore, who is a derivative of Jason Garrett and as well as Scott Linehan, for crying out loud. So I don't think that that's happening,
Well, it might not happen. This is my wish list.
Oh, yeah, okay. I see where you're coming from, Dan,
It's just my wish list. He might not go, but them 2 Browns got to go. And anybody underneath Jason Garrett's regime, they need to go. It's been too long.
Cut it out.
Brown,
That's all I got for you.
Is how I see
Appreciate
it right
you,
now.
man. Thank you so
Good
much for calling in,
discussion
my
topic.
brother.
Thumbs up.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. That's a good call from him. Spitting his opinions out there and holding it down. Shout out to who this is right here. Ash, what's good? Thank you so much for that. What the AI had to say.
Anthony Brown, Azur Kamara, Terrell Basham, is how I see it right now. Good discussion topic. Thumbs up.
I'm not ready to get rid of oh my bad, I said that a time ago. I'm not ready to get rid of Terrell Basham because of that injury that occurred during the LA Rams joint practice, I believe. No, I think you hold on to him. Like what the other caller said, I would rather, although 92 is showing us some promise, I would rather keep 93 opposed to 92. Call me crazy. But Basham, he's going to be okay. Keep both of those guys. Keep those boys going. We have the 214. You're live. 214. You right down the street, man. You're live.
Is this Law?
Yeah, this Law Nation, man, the one and only.
This is up from the Cotton Patch. You should know about that.
Cotton Patch.
Mississippi.
Purvis. What's good, man?
I can't call it.
William, right? Will?
Yeah, Purvis Williams. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Look, my 3 that you saying, Alacon,
Okay.
S. Guidry. And I know some may not agree with it, but I'm gonna say Hoko.
So hold on. So you're
Because I
3.
really-
Who's that other person you said? You said Isaac 1. That's number 60. And then who's the other person?
He's I think an offensive lineman, Guidry, S. Guidry, because he hadn't done anything either throughout camp.
Yeah, well, whoever he is, he cut. He gone. We don't even know his name all the way. He gone. He dead.
And then Simi Hoko, because he's allowed like Osiris Mitchell to outshine him, I think, personally.
Yeah, but I think that Osiris probably can survive the waves or what have you, and then land on the practice squad. Cowboys, they're not going to admit that they're wrong. So if they held on to Ben DiNucci for a year, you think they're going to hold on to Simi Fehoko? They will do that. So they'll hold on to Simi for at least one more year to see what they can get out of him. And I think that in practice, well, he's not going to make the first wave of practice squad, by the way. So they might have to keep him on the 53, and then when the season, like week 3, week 4, they might slide him over there. But outside of that, I think that he will make this team.
Yeah, and I also think that they'll give Ben DiNucci the Romo effect because he's liked by the coach. That's his guy that he chose, and I think he's going to keep him still another year. He has some talent. He got some speed with running. He actually has a pretty decent arm. He's just not that accurate. But he would be the first one on my chopping block from what he's done in preseason, so don't get me wrong. But I just think that he's well liked by the coaches and the owners.
Yeah, but when you look at that first interception, it was a comeback on the outside. And that joker threw at the shoelaces, and it was short. I said, come on. And the DB was like, yeah. He was like Tony Baker, look who you came to see, everybody. Because he was just jumping right out on that ball. So it was crazy.
Yeah. I just look at how his stance is as well as a quarterback. His stance is not there as of yet. I know he's still young, but he has to learn how to get his stance right and position himself ready to throw that pass. He was on it.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Appreciate you for the 214. Thank you so much for calling in. All right, so we're going to shoot through these, man, because of time is really, really ticking. 2-minute drill. 281, you live. 281. 501, you live. $501.
Long, what's up, man?
Oh, what's good, man? What you got for the show?
Hey, I just got a few names I just want to list off. I ain't going to hold you long. Todd in the second, he can go ahead and go. Ben DiNucci, Darian Thompson. What's that running back? I think it was number 37. They kept fumbling and bumbling in the ball. He can go. And I got Azur Kamara, I want to say that's his name. He's too small for the defensive end position. And there's no need to waste time with him anymore. I love it. I love his story. Now, don't get me wrong.
Right.
At this point, if he's 25 or 230, he's not going to make the cut anyway. So let's just get rid of those names. And also for the guys that were saying Derek Armstrong, that's your depth right there.
Yeah.
That's been out. That's your depth. I like Dorrance. I always have liked him. He has to stay. I mean, he's been coming off that edge, making good plays. No way we cut him. But the rest of the guys that I listed, and it was probably fast, because I know you on time constraint. I am also. So that's what I got. Love your show, and I'll holler back at you.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call from him. Real good call from him. 702. You're live. 702.
What's good, Law?
Nothing to it. Who your three? Who your three you got cut right now? You gonna cut? You the GM. It's your call. You the GM. Who your three?
So my three, man, I have to go with Nisheki for one. I got to go with the positions where we really are lacking depth competition. So O-line, every time he on the field, man, it seemed like every other play he grabbing at his knees and ankles just from getting tapped. So he got to go. Next, I would say Anthony Brown, just because he's done the same thing every single season. Good dude, but, we just need a little bit more. And then I think my third one, I would have to go with corner, and that would be Darian Thompson.
Yeah, hold on. You hold down the show right quick. I'm going to be right back. Hold down the show. It's your show right now.
Man, got you. Good looking, Long. So, yeah, I think we just need to just focus on the positions that lack depth in competition, man. O-line is looking real suspect right now. I think we got the wrong Connor trying out center. That's just my opinion. But, we all right with our youngins at corner, but in Shecky, we could get a better tackle. I think his days is done. We could pretty much see that. And then we need a backup QB ASAP.
Okay, that worked. 325, so we leave at 3. Okay. All right. Yo,
and I would say,
I'm back now, man.
I would say DiNucci as a 3B to cut, but it's just, it just seems to me for some reason he's getting kind of like that Kellen Moore treatment where, he just stand around. He's not going to make the roster, but eventually he'll be on the staff type of thing. It just seems that way because of Mike McCarthy with that dude. I don't know about your thoughts on that.
Oh, yeah, I'm back, man. So you were saying that we will hold on to DiNucci because of the Mike McCarthy?
Yeah, it just seems that way because, you know what I'm saying, why keep him in the game after he threw those horrible interceptions to allow him to throw another one when you're trying to win the game? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just, a little bit of favoritism. But we really don't have nobody to compete at the backup QB spot. All of our other positions except for the O-line, and then, like in cornerbacks, those are pretty much our lacking positions when it comes to competition depth-wise. Linebacker, you got competition everywhere. Corner, you got competition everywhere. Safety, we solidified with all the 4 that we got there, excluding Darian Thompson. So we good there. It's just on the offense. What you think about Connor Williams at center? I think we should try McGovern at center instead of Williams.
Well, I don't like that because you drafted a center, of course, guard, what have you, and those reps are all about repetition. And be honest, he going to need that. And if you drafted him for that, then you keep him. Yeah. And if they have reservations on that, then you pick up the phone, you call big old jumbo Joe Looney, and you say, hey, we made a mistake by cutting you, but hey, here's a cup of coffee. Come on down. Yeah, he still got a house out here, and he needs to just come on in and fill that void right there. Get out of retirement.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy you said Joe Looney, man, because I think what he saw go down in practice up there, he's like, nah, this ain't for me. It's the same Jason Garrett stuff going on. But who knows, man? It's just the O-line looking real iffy right now.
Yeah, from the interior side of it, man. Appreciate you for calling in, man, for holding it down. This was your show, man. What was your name? What's your name?
Jay Reeves, man. You see me on Twitter and in the chat, man. I follow you pretty much every time you post something, bro.
Jay Reeves, man.
You giving me the time, man.
All right, man. This was your show. That whole segment was you, man. All right, fam.
All love, bro.
Yeah.
This is Sparta!
That was a good call from him, man. All right, so we got the 469. What you got for the show? Five, 4, 3. You live, 469.
Hey.
Hey.
What up, Lau?
Hey, what's good? What's good with you?
Nothing much. Appreciate you. Hey, yeah, we need to get rid of Ben DiNucci, Stan Steele, and I wouldn't, maybe, what's his name, Brasham, who we just brought on?
Basham?
The outside linebacker? Yeah. Yeah, I get rid of him. He ain't playing out.
He ain't playing. Well, he been injured, man, since the L.A. Rams game. You know what? Joint practice.
He didn't do much in that game either.
He didn't get a chance to get in at all because he had that high ankle sprain. I think he only played the Hall of Fame game.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah, okay, that's what game I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about, man? Basham pretty good though. So you will get rid of him before Azur Kamara and before some other guys like Eric Smith, that's offensive lineman, didn't really been doing anything, or some
Yeah,
of the
because
other
I
people.
believe we're going to be rotating our offensive line again this year, so I keep as many offensive linemen as we can.
Yeah, I
I
feel
still
you.
doing a lot of rotating.
Yeah, I feel you on that though, man. But I just know for sure that Basham, he is a guy that we probably can look forward down the line.
If it was up to me,
If it was up to you, okay. This is your team. But what you got? What else you got for the show, man? What else you got, man?
All right, Kellen Moore got to come with a better season this year. He sucks at adjusting in games. He don't make good adjustments.
In-game adjustment.
Once his playbook don't work, it's like he just go into a shell and we just run basic plays.
No, you good, man. You speak freely. My thing is, I think that's why they brought in Ben McAdoo. You remember him? He's supposed to be the guy that's in the ear of Kellen, or supposed to be the guy that sort things out.
Yeah, they made him the consultant, right?
A consultant / okay, hey, you called this play too many times, or hey, let's not do reverse sweeps while you're inside your own 20.
Yeah, because he don't. Because I seen last year he cannot make adjustments, and that's why we lost a lot of games that we should have won.
Yeah, my thing is with Kellen Moore, the time that he's been here, we've been still ranked top on the offense as relates to like collectives. But we're worse in certain categories as efficiencies, especially like red zone. So Kellen Moore, this should be the year that we see some variety. We see some stuff that can make some things change, regardless of who the quarterback is.
True.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Yeah, most certainly.
And I keep Anthony. I see a lot of people saying cut Anthony Brown, but I'd actually keep Anthony Brown and have him play second string behind Jordan Lewis in the slot.
No doubt, man. That's a good observation there. Thank you so much for calling in from the 469. What's your name, man?
Chris.
Chris. Okay, let me save you in here. All right, Chris. Appreciate you for calling in.
I appreciate it.
Salute. All right, so we have the 585, I believe. Yeah, you're live.
Hey, what's going on, Law?
Nothing to it. What you got for it? Everything.
Cooler, man. I would have to say Thompson, DiNucci, and Still. I want them gone. That's just me. Far as like the last caller was talking about, far as Kellen Moore, I would like to see him be able to adjust better when it's crunch time situations, when we gotta have a score. You know what I mean? Like, quit going for these field goals all the time. And I'm trying to figure out, like, why are they resting Zeke so long? You know what I mean? I feel like in the last game we could have got a couple snaps in, because everybody kind of fails to realize Zeke was fumbling last year. You know what I mean? And my whole thing is like this: if he is he got lighter and he's able to do all this different stuff, I want to see it. You know what I mean? And like you said, the best time to do it is now, so they can get, so the offensive line can be in rhythm with him and where he's running, what holes he's running through, and everything can get back to clicking, because I just don't believe that you can wait that long to come in and play, then everything's gonna be all good.
You know what? You just brought in a valuable observation there. You didn't?
Yeah, man.
Ezekiel Elliott didn't play none this preseason, huh? Did he get any snaps?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Oh my goodness! God dog it, boy! I tell you, man. Look, you people call in and y'all point out things that I didn't even notice, didn't even think to talk about. He didn't play at all.
Yeah, man. He ain't playing at all. Then you see Tony Pollard on the field for a few minutes. Give me a couple of snaps, then he's off the field. I'm like, how are we really preparing for Tampa Bay? They're still the champs. Tom Brady is not about to take it easy on us just because Dak got a little, you know what I mean? Dak not feeling all the way like himself right now, but he getting better. but they got to knock the rust off. They got to get for real about this because your whole offensive line, basically the whole offensive line is coming back from injury. You know what I mean? A lot of key people coming back from injury. Dak coming back from injury. You know what I mean? Zeke lost weight and hopefully got faster again.
Yeah, he's faster.
Gained breaking speed again.
Yeah.
And it's a mental thing out there too. It's like we can't just jump on the field and think, "Oh, we're just gonna line up against everybody and he's gonna let us beat on them." No, it don't work like that. And Tampa got a good defense. They got a good team, man.
But you know what?
They war tested. You know what I mean?
They war tested, but you know what? That just goes to show you that people sometimes can overreact with Dak Prescott not playing at all in preseason when you don't have your running back playing at all in preseason. So, and it could just be a philosophy with Mike McCarthy. Jason Garrett ran it different, and this is still things that we need to learn and understand too. Last season, there were 0 preseason games, so this could be the fingerprints of the pieces that we've been looking for out of Mike McCarthy. Maybe he plays everything close and safe to the vest, and everything is okay. But I love the fact that nobody is talking about Ezekiel Elliott not playing, but they talking about Dak Prescott not playing. I love it. This is good. Made for TV week 1.
Yeah, man.
Hit the element of surprise.
Yeah, man. Like, how you gonna know how good you gonna play if you let you get hit? How good? You know what I mean? That's the way I'm looking at it. Like, they need to be in the games at least a couple series, so they can, you know what I mean, be like, okay, well, Dak got to work on that. You know what I mean? He's a little rusty over there. Zeke got to work on bouncing in this hole because he's a little rusty too. Like, nah, man. Everybody playing their stars, man. Why we not playing our stars? We playing it too safe. I don't like that. That's one thing that's caution.
But you know what? But you know what, though? Mike McCarthy looking at it like, man, I can't live without Dak Prescott or Ezekiel Elliott because I know for sure I would not be given that longitude and latitude like the previous head coach. If he had,
that can also work against you though, Lord. Not to cut you off, that can work against you too. Yeah. You wait all the way to that first game, and they go out there and play, and something happened, all because they didn't have the proper reps to get ready for this first game.
It's a conundrum. It's a conundrum.
Like, you can't just simulate that, man. You got to get out there and play. That's just me, man. That's all I got to say, Lord, man. Thank you for your time. Go Cowboys, and I'm gonna fall back and listen.
No doubt, man. That was a good call from you, man.
Are you not entertained?
Good call from him, and he was the last one that was in the queue, by the way. So that's good. Oh my goodness! That's the way you got to look at this, Cowboy Nation. Woo woo! That's the way you got to look at it. On one end, you say, all right, we haven't seen Dak Prescott. But with the same breath, we have not seen Ezekiel Elliott and no hoorah and all of that stuff. And the only thing, like the caller lamented, and this is objectively speaking, week 1, if we see a pair of interceptions or if you see a fumble from number 21, the blame shouldn't be all on the players. People be looking at the coaching and be like, hey, come on, man. You send these guys to war without being validated through the battles, at least a practice here and there with some live ammo. I'm not saying that that's a wrong angle to take, but now people can pick apart that, objectively speaking, by the way. But I believe that Dak Prescott will be okay, and Ezekiel Elliott, he'll be okay as well. They showcased Tony Pollard, and Tony Pollard looked like he can run with authority in the pinch if something happened to number 2-1. But we like the backups for the running back situation. That's solid. Speaking of this, on the offensive side of the coin, the most solid positions to me, we got 2 categories. 1 being the wide receivers, they are solid. 2 being the running back core, they solid. Those 2 cores are solid. Now, 3 solid. So 3 out of possible, 5 groups there, solid. The tight end, solid. So Wide receiver solid, tight end solid, running back solid. Reservations so far are the quarterbacks, as far as the backups, and the offensive line. Those are only two that you probably can lean on and say, But outside of that, the defense, I know we have our reservations on cornerbacks because Anthony Brown is out there. But like the previous caller said and lamented, hey, depth goes a long way. Depth goes a long way. And the phone line's still open, 657-390-7391. It is 2:28 where I'm at. I can squeeze out, let's say, 10 minutes, 10 more minutes for this show, if y'all are so willing to stay around and hang around. Did Emmitt Smith play in the preseason? This is from Iceberg Q. Not every team is playing top stars. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Emmitt Smith played that much in the preseason, if any. But one thing I can say that while Emmitt Smith was playing, there were no big reservations on the offensive line. So that was pretty much stapled in and concreted in. The 404, what you got for the show? You're live, 404. Go once, twice.
Hello.
Yeah, you live.
What's on the Law Nation?
Nothing to it. What you got for it?
Man, I want to cut 3 people, and there may not be players. I want to cut Mike McCarthy. I want to cut the offensive line coach, and I want to cut the offensive line coach, and I would say the offensive line coach and maybe the defensive line coach. And the reason why I say those coaches, Mike McCarthy is nothing but a puppet. Offensive line coach, they're not developing players because we know that all these players are not going to play a full 17 games. So you need depth, and I understand that, but that's a coaching part too. These kids they're there in the league, so they got some type of talent, but they're not developing. So I blame that on coaching.
All right, and all right, okay. So you said cut Mike McCarthy. I can level with you on that one. All right, so who's you replacing him with? Is it Kellen Moore, or are you elevating Dan Quinn?
I like. It seemed like Dan Quinn is coming. It seemed like the defense going to be a little bit better, but we got to realize we're not going against first team offense.
All right, so all right, now hold on. So you're talking about that part of it. Now, as far as the offensive line coach dealing with what he had dealt with last season, was that his fault, or I think that for far as from what he was able to do, I don't think that he have any control of like, hey, we're going to pay Terrence Steele, or we're going to draft Terrence Steele, he's undrafted, or we're going to put Terrence Steele in. So you saying that was more so of his fault that Lyle got hurt, Tyron Smith? It was his first year.
What I'm saying is what we're seeing now, okay, I understand it was their first year, but you should see a progression as we now going into the preseason. You played a lot last year. Mm-hmm. So you should see a progression. Am I correct?
You're correct. We should see a progression, but we can only level the progressions for this season. Now, at the end of this season, if the offensive line looked exactly like last season, then we can get rid of him, right? But it's too soon to tell right now. Right. Now, as far as the defensive line coach, this is his first year, and pretty much what's happening is that although he's defensive line coach by name, Durde, he's defensive coach by name, but it's really we seeing Coach Quinn with his hands on everything as far as that defensive front. So I just like Dan Quinn focusing on his defense because I think that would be a better suit for us, not him being the head coach, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think the head coach. I would say we would have to
go and get someone else. But I think Mike McCarthy is just you get a Super Bowl because you just had some great players. You had Aaron Rodgers. It's not nothing that you really did per se. You was with Green Bay, which is a good organization, but I think he just benefited. I don't really think he's a really good head coach to motivate all that talent that we have in Big D.
Well, a
lot of that may be Jerry Jones' part too, because players feel that they can go and talk to Jerry. But that's just my spiel on it.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you for calling in, speaking with authority over here, man. I really appreciate you with your thoughts on that, man. Do you have anything else to say before I let you go?
No, man. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I just started listening to you, but I look forward to listening more. You really give us some good content, man. And, hey, continue to do what you're doing, man. Big ups to you.
Thank you so much for calling in, man.
This is Sparta!
404. That was his thoughts, man. He like cut all of the coaches basically. Oh my goodness. I had to dissect really what he was saying, and I feel him on the Mike McCarthy. A lot of people is like looking at Mike McCarthy's situation and saying, all right, man, we say mulligan and all of that, but some people don't give out mulligans. You dealing with a multi-billion-dollar organization. On top of that, you're dealing with a franchise that's global, visible. We need somebody that can speak with authority, that can move his weight around, and on top of that, they can make a difference. And I can feel a lot of people that have that notion to cut them. All right, so we have the 903. You've been waiting patiently. What's good? What you got for the show? Nothing to it.
Yeah, like you told me, appreciate everything. I'm just trying to figure out why is everybody trying to get rid of our depth.
Yeah. Depth is a major situation there, and we got to have that depth. Yeah.
I know. I understand they situation and some of the others, but we just make sure that we solidify that back king tackle and that defensive tackle. That's what the media is trying to get that. Everything else makes it depth.
Yeah, 903, man. We got a bad connection, man. I'm gonna have to hit you back, man. Appreciate you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, we got to rush through these right quick. Man, I love y'all, man. Jeez. Oh, this thing done filled up so quickly, and we got over 20 people in the queue right now. So this is what I'm going to do. I definitely got to go. I apologize for those that's been waiting. I'm going to take one more call, and we're going to make it a real quick one. And this is from the 828, I believe. You're live.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing to it. You've been waiting patiently. You got 2 minutes. Spit your mind. Oh, speak your mind. Each teaches.
I would say Darian Thompson, Danucci, and Nasecki.
Okay. Darian Thompson.
We're good. I think we're good everywhere. We got strong safeties now.
Say again.
Strong linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
We got some strong defensive line. I can't wait till the season starts, man.
Oh yeah. We've been all waiting patiently for this season to kick off. Yeah.
I'm dying. I can't wait.
That removes all doubt, basically, because there's so many things that can go on in our mind. Like, hey, this guy not playing, this guy playing, this team is playing such and such, and this team is not playing such and such. So I get it. We just want to see football in its natural state.
Yeah, and you know that when the starters play in preseason, that's old school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Back when the starters played in preseason.
Back when they didn't have $100 million contracts, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, my name's Jay Will.
Jay Will. Let me save your name under here, man. You've been waiting patiently. You from North Carolina?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Been a Dallas fan since '71.
Oh, wow. That's a long time. Many a moons.
Yeah, they should have never got rid of Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think they would have had another 2 or 3 Super Bowls.
I would think that, man, call me crazy. You know how the Patriots went on their run? I think we would have had something like that. You know, another 5 or 6. Yeah.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah. But I appreciate you so much for calling in, man. You've been a delight for the show, and you're one of the guys that been the last caller. So I may have to do something for the last callers of the show, man. But I really appreciate you. Jay Will.
Thanks, man. Good show, man.
Yeah. He was the last caller for the show today, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. Let me know how you guys feel about the 2-minute drill. I should be more on it, you know, when the 2-minute time expires. But I'm nice. I'm casual with it. You know, I give people more than 2 minutes. And what I'll do is we'll open it up and then we give you a grace period. Then we'll kick the clock off. But for those 20 other so that was waiting in the queue, I apologize. It's just how it goes, man. Time is tissue right now. And I wish I had nothing but time, but I got a meeting that I got to be at 3 o'clock. And then also I got to be somewhere at 4 o'clock. So there's just a lot of time. Law Nation is spread it out far and thin. I wish I can continue to do this like on the road or something. But Cowboy Nation, if you like what you heard today, hit that like button. That does something unique to the algorithm. Don't leave without hitting that like button on your way out, man. That does something. And even if you subscribe to this page, create another account and subscribe again, right? I was playing. But find some friends, some neighbors, man. Let them know, man, this dude, Law Nation, he talk Cowboy Nation football all day, every day, and a little mixture of other things that goes around the corner. I will try to do, I've been trying to orchestrate or organize a 53-man projection video with my fellows, but it seems as if though our timing is crazy. So what we would do is sometime this week, I'll just probably independently do a 53-man final roster video. So stay tuned to that one. I don't know whether or not I should do it live or pre-recorded. Y'all let me know. And it's predicated upon your feedback. And let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. I really appreciate you guys. I really do. Write this down. The focus and the concentration of your mind. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you will simply, just simply, go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want. If dogged and grim and besieged and beset it with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go. Go, baby. Let's keep it consistent, baby. Appreciate everybody. One love. Until next time. DC for life. Let's continue to grind, baby.
Nowadays, nothing really is only one of me and nobody's like me.
Young Wilson, appreciate you. All of the callers, shot callers and ballers that called in. Let's go. I'd like to see that fire emoji.
Hit the door and the domain just
tell them.
Whole team here, might need some.
Yeah.
Still young, but I move
salute
like
to
a
you.
new deal to my
Put down where y'all from. Come on. Pour your drinks up.
Old producer That's all the numbers want.
Pull 'em up.
Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up.
Jay Reeves, thank you for calling in.
You tough enough. Wanna get you new things with your pockets dull. Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up and move humble cause the hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's.
Shout out to the day crew. Midday Sports Report. Let's go.
I ran up a check, I might
Run
do
it up.
again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I've been
Enemies.
free to the end. Crib outside the city, I don't physically
LS
my
Corporate.
ends. Took so many years, I've been waiting for
Texas,
the wins.
appreciate
I'm
you.
in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I
Atlanta
do it
GA,
once,
stand
I
up.
do it again.
Cowboy Nation, we everywhere, baby. If you have not liked, subscribe, and comment to this channel.
I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car till you get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up.
Y'all need to subscribe, baby. If not,
You matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro,
973 Iceberg Q.
add it up.
And all everybody, if you don't like the nation,
You must be out your goddamn everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told you if
That
it's
was
on
easy.
me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told
we out, baby. Appreciate y'all one way or another. Salute.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in, yeah. Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save a last bite for you, Ooh. Don't let the street lights hit you.
Don't let them hit you as the world spins.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
Let's do it.
Don't let the street
Quest for 6.
hit you. Can I be
Your daytime show brought to you by Law Nation. Yeah, yeah.
wherever you go?
The vibes positive on it now.
Play it too. Love.
Yeah.
7 more and
remember,
another one.
Yeah, Cowboy Star.
And another one. Fighting you was the one I lost. 7 wonders all in one. All in one. Don't let the street.
The real Big Sauce.
All alone.
DC for life.
You know it's dangerous.
I see you, Duck. Shout out to you. It says nice music.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be on? Play it too.
Play the tune.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
Wherever you go.
Come on.
Whatever you do. Play it too. If a paper crane can fly.
If it can fly,
then forever doesn't feel that far.
sing it.
So far,
Yeah.
so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far.
Come on, Nation.
So far, so far. If a baby grain can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Appreciate you, Herbert.
Fly on.
And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. That's the order of laws. Salute, like,
You have
share,
to
and
be your
subscribe.
biggest fan.
Yep.
And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're
Salute.
I want me some glory hole.